right tackle for like the last two drives. The first game, was that, were you just kind of,
kind of same thing.
This kind of situation, we just be prepared for it?
The two senior kids have given us a lot, showed us some leadership. I think they're showing the guys how to practice and what's expected of them. So if we can give them a break, get guys in the game, that's how I want to do it. We'll move people around. I hope every single game finishes like that, where we're putting guys in that way.
So when you said you don't want to, I think you said something like you don't want to change it up on the left side. I mean, are you saying that you'd like to find,
No, I like to just do what we're doing.
Do what you're doing, keep the rotation
just
going?
keep doing what you're doing. There's no reason not to. A couple weeks ago when we talked, or last week or whatever, I mean, those kids are out there practicing, and if we can find a way to get them all in the game and have something vested in the game, then why not use them? Why not get that energy from everybody rather than a guy standing over there waiting for something wrong to happen?
What does Jared give you when he gets in the game?
There's a steadiness. He's not awed by it. Hasn't been too big for him in 2 weeks now. As we keep going on, if we keep doing this, every game will get bigger and bigger if you keep doing it. But I mean, you have to go out every week and doing it. But right now, he hasn't been affected by it, so there's a steadiness there. I think that allows Bisnawadi to go in and use his strength inside, and it gives us two big bodies over there, which is a nice thing to have.
So how big of a blow is it losing Artie?
Yeah, it's for me. When we came here, Ryan Turnley bought in, kind of held it together for us, and Artie was his protege and did everything. It just makes you sick. There's nothing you can do about it. It's what the game is. He was in the open field. He was locked up with a guy. Nobody fell on his leg. Nobody hit him. And it just happened. I mean, it's just one of those things. But, we'll miss him just because of who he was and what he did to get where he was.
What did you see in Gabe on Friday, and how tight is that competition to be the starter there?
Yeah, we'll make a decision during the week on where we're going to go. But we had given most of the snaps during the week to Gabe the week before. Alex was taking some, but I was trying to make sure we could rest Matt. So we played Alex at guard a bunch during the week. So Gabe had taken most of the snaps, and now today and tomorrow we'll divide them up and we'll see who comes out of it.
And with Gabe, has it always? It seems like it's sort of been not necessarily a performance thing. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy for an extended period of time.
Right. He was in a battle with Artie, and I think Artie won it fair and square when he did. And then Gabe was playing in spots, wound up getting hurt. He missed a lot of time. But he came back and he's been out there working. I mean, it's the same thing. He had to be ready to go, and he went in and he played. And I don't think any of it was perfect. I don't think any of us were perfect at the end of the game. I don't think we were. I think we were a little bit sloppy at the end of the game.
Were you involved in his recruiting?
In Gabe's recruiting?
Yeah, Gabe.
Actually, he was. Bob had basically set it all up, but I was here when he came on his official visit and stuff like that. Yeah, but Bob had set most of it up coming out of Wisconsin.
Wisconsin wanted him as a walk-on, right? Is that correct?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. But that was a story that I've heard.
It could be. I truly don't know. By the time I got here, he was already on the board as a recruit, and I don't know that. I just know when he came here, we offered him a scholarship, so I don't know the background of it.
I mean, when you saw him play on Friday night, did you see the sort of glimpses of why he was in that battle with Artie and why he was competing for that starting job?
Yeah, he did some good stuff in the game. Like I said, I thought he competed. I just think some of it maybe with the guys that he was in there with, I don't know that he was getting the same kind of reinforcement that he would have gotten had everybody been in there at the same time.
Jim, if I think that's 8 sacks on the year, where are they getting most of the
They pressure, they're all over the place. They bring people. Some of it you would look at the tape and you don't think it's very sound, but they're making people get rid of the ball and they're hitting the quarterback. So we got to do the best job we can of getting people on people and the quarterback handling the free guy if it gets to that.
They're trying to confuse?
Yeah, I don't know if it's confused. They just, there's just some things and you say they're bringing two people at the same time and nobody's backing them up and you wonder why. But it's been very successful for them in the first 2 games.
Is there anything different? I mean, when you're preparing for an opponent where the only 2 games of tape you have are against lower level
I'd
teams?
I'd love to see some 2 tight ends, 2 backs in there. I'd love to see a tight end and a back in there for most of it. We got a little glimpse of 2 tight ends and 1 back from the first game that they were in. But yeah, you'd like to see it all. You'd like every single play to be of that. But that's not going to be the case for us, and we know it.
When you you guys would talk about all the sacks last year, you'd say, well, some of it's on the quarterback, some's on the line, some's on the back. This year, when you have no sacks given up,
Oh, it's all about the line.
is it all the
Yeah,
line?
yeah,
That's what I was
absolutely.
gonna say. You guys
absolutely.
are playing that well.
There's no question. There's no question. It's all about the line. No, Chad got rid of the ball on a couple the other night now where somebody was coming off the edge, and you know it makes a difference. You know, he was aware and he got rid of the ball. And could have been a difference maker when it happened. You know, now thankfully as with the game moved on, we got it squared away. But no, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You know, so everybody wants an explanation why, and everybody wants an explanation why not. Guys are just, you know, they're playing, making plays, and if they don't, then guys come free.